Hello friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always they tell me, don't quit your day job. So I haven't, and I'm on my way to work. First, I want to thank all of you guys for subscribing to the Jobu Report. Man, you guys are helping to spread the mojo all across the country and even across the world. And the response has been fantastic. I love all the questions that you guys put, the conversations that we have, and even love the fact that now we have some New York Giants fans that are coming into the fold. Yeah, go ahead, lady. One quick thing. T-shirts, Brian, yours is in here along with some of the other ones to go out today. Got a bunch of shirts that are been ordered, but I'm ordering some more today that are going to be made up this weekend. So if you want to get one, go to jobumancave.com and you can order one. They're $16. So if you need like a 3X or a 4X or an extra small, something like that, something that's not in the norm, order it today because I want to get it printed up this weekend so I can have them out by Monday. So hopefully you guys will get yours by Sunday before game time. I've had a bunch of people, which is we have all the new people that are in here. We need to kind of do a little reset. I'm getting a lot of questions on what's the deal with Jobu. I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible because I don't want to bore people to death. I've been blessed to do a lot of stuff with the NFL, you know, different community builds and projects and stuff. So I've gotten to spend time and do work with players and be one-on-one with a lot more than most people. And I've always enjoyed trying to share my experiences with others. I would love to be able to bring everybody along, but couldn't. An example was like the moron, the Eagle fan, Tom Donnelly, huge Eagles fan. We did a community build in Philadelphia, and we had Ron Jaworski there, Vince Papali, and some other great Eagles fans that were there. But I got Ron Jaworski to hold up a sign with me that said, Tom Donnelly is a moron. So I've always enjoyed sharing these experiences and having fun at the same time. Well, I have my best friend, Richard, who's a Steelers fan. When the Super Bowl was going to be in Dallas, I was going. And he was like, dude, he's got this real deep voice, dude, man, I would literally die if I could go see my Steelers in the Super Bowl. Well, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan and all that, and I'm going to Dallas for the Super Bowl. So I got a terrible towel. And the terrible towel, I was going to take around and just take pictures of it everywhere it goes and give it to Richard. But being a Dallas Cowboy fan, I can't go around the Super Bowl just carrying a Steeler towel. So I got 2 Cowboy towels, and one I still have, the other one I gave to my son. So everywhere we went, we took pictures of it, you know. So we were at the stadium doing the tour, and this is back when they used to let you in the shower. So I had them hanging from the shower pole in the locker room. So I had Tony Romo's locker. And then we were over at the Gaylord Hotel, and Fox had a studio set up because they had just finished with Brian Billick and some other people. And I said, man, this would make this picture, if I could just put them on the chairs, and get a picture of it on the set with the microphone. The guy said, yeah, go ahead and do it, no problem. He said, but you got to do it quick because we're going to be doing some more taping. So I set the towels up on there, and as I'm getting ready to take the picture, Eddie DeBartolo walks in front of the picture. And he says, oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to mess up your picture. I said, wow. I said, actually, you would make the picture if you took a picture with the towels. And he's like, I'm a 49er. What, a Steeler and a Cowboy towel? I said, I didn't know I was going to meet you. I would have gotten the 49er one. So he took the picture with them. From that point on, the towels took on a life of their own. So I got them with like Phil Simms. I got them with James Brown. I got them with Jim Kelly. We were at the cigar party for Ron Jaworski. And I got like John Gruden. I got Sean Payton. So literally, these towels went around the NFL. It was like the who's who of these people took a picture with the towels. Well, the following year, Super Bowl was going to be in New Orleans, and we were there doing a photo shoot. And so I was down in the good old Bourbon Street, and I got a few little voodoo trinkets to be the theme for that Super Bowl. And I took them to FedEx Field, and I started taking some pictures and trying to curse the Redskins. And I had an Eagle fan say, your Dallas Cowboys suck so bad that not even Jobu could help them. Jobu being the character from Major League. So I made Jobu for the fun of it and started taking some pictures of it. Well, it happened that we went to New York to do a community build for the NFL kickoff after the Giants won the Super Bowl. And that's that one I told you guys about with the Giants fans, that we ruined the Super Bowl party by beating them there. And since that time, I've been to New York for 3 games. The Giants have not beat us in New York since then. And the Cowboys have pretty much owned the Giants with the exception of 2 games in that time. Garbage time last year and the first game this year. So I can't say that Jobu has any magical powers or anything like that. But the fact that I'm even here talking with you guys doing this is only because of Jobu. See, what I do with Jobu is when I go someplace, I'll do a Jobu report and I'll take pictures of wherever we go. So imagine me in the middle of Times Square, setting Jobu down on the street, and one of 2 things will happen. People will think you're crazy and they'll avoid you, or they'll want to know what is the deal behind it, and they'll come up and ask, what are you doing? And whenever anybody asks, I immediately tell them that it's Cowboy Jobu here to help spread the mojo for the Dallas Cowboys. And since you asked, you are now part of the story. So I take their picture and I share it. So if you look at my Instagram or if you look at my Cowboy Jobu Facebook page, if you do, make sure you like it. You'll see pictures of thousands of people who've had their picture taken with Jobu. And it's been the great equalizer because this guy, we did a road trip across the country. We hit 31 of the NFL markets doing photo shoots. So from New York to Florida to California to Hawaii to the Northwest, he has been there, Kansas City, Indianapolis. There are fans that have actually taken their picture with Jobu across the country. And that's why I've got Jobu. It's just been a great way to connect with people and give a positive message to people. And it's also memorable. So James Wright, who thinks I'm an idiot living in my mom's basement, that plays with dolls, you don't get the story at all. Sorry. So it's all about good karma, giving back, and spreading the mojo. And that's been my whole philosophy all the way around. So if there's something I can do to help somebody, I go out in my way to do it. I'm not going to negatively put somebody down just for putting them down, unless they're an Eagles or a Giants fan, of course. But that's what the deal is. And I love doing this. See, again, I kind of went off on a tangent. The reason why I'm doing the YouTube and things is, as I've met people, my friend Brian in Texas, he met me at the airport when I had a layover in Dallas. We went to the stadium, did the stadium tour, recreated the scene for It's Very Bad to Steal Jobu's Rum in Tony Romo's locker before the 2014 season. And he introduced me to Benet Embry, who loved what I was doing with Jobu, and that's how I became his sports broadcaster. And from that point on, it's just kept growing. Now, I can't honestly say that Jobu is lucky. All I can say is that a lot of great things have happened around him and has become him. And if you knew me from when I was a kid, and I do have some of my high school friends, I was a really shy kid. I used to have a hard time just talking to people and talking in public. I would always get tongue-tied or I would stutter. But since I've had Jobu, I've just gotten better and better and better and actually enjoy it more and more than I used to. So that's the story behind Jobu. Keep coming with the great questions, keep coming with the great comments, and keep sharing and spreading the mojo. The Dallas Cowboys are 8-1 and for real. And this season has been magical and more enjoyable than one in forever. So I'm Mark Holmes. It's Cowboy Jobu. Click the picture of Sean Lee and Jobu there. Sean Lee, by the way, asked Jobu to keep him healthy after his knee surgery in the 2014 summer. And so far, he's been playing lights out. Again, just sharing that, you come up with your own conclusions. But click on that picture of Jobu and Sean Lee, so that way you can subscribe to the Jobu Report. Have a great day, friends.